Moving fast and breaking things isn't about psychological safety, it's about the criticality of the outcome. To an extent, I agree, but unwritten rules and mistakes happen in every field. So, why would getting rid of the unwritten rule of compliance and encouraging more psychological safety matter in these fields? The original researcher behind the idea of psychological safety is Dr. Amy Edmondson, and she stumbled into researching a psychological safety on accident. She was researching healthcare teams, and she hypothesized in her dissertation or thesis, one of hers while she was still in school, that the higher performing healthcare teams would make fewer mistakes, but she found the opposite. The highest performing teams were documented making a lot of mistakes. And so she brought in a RA, a research assistant, who had no idea what the study was about, didn't know any of her hypotheses, and sent them in to monitor and observe all these healthcare teams and to note when they made mistakes and then report it back to her, not knowing what she was looking for. And she found that it's not that these healthcare teams were making more mistakes, it's that they were admitting to them. And because they admitted to them, they were able to intervene before the consequences became devastating. And that's why, if you try to fail fast or anything where you have this unwritten rule in organizations, what I call the unwritten rule of compliance, where you punish people for speaking up or bringing new ideas or predicting something could go wrong and telling your leader about that doesn't prevent consequences from happening. It actually amps them up, because failure happens everywhere, mistakes happen everywhere. But in fields where it is life and death, like healthcare, like aviation, addressing this unwritten rule and promoting psychological safety is life or death, because mistakes will happen. What matters is addressing them before it's too bad. The irony is, with all of this, as you'll see in my book that comes out this fall, is that it's also more expensive to avoid addressing mistakes until they happen or until they get too out of hand. So it's bad business and it can be dangerous. So failing fast is not always the best option, and I certainly agree it's higher risk in certain fields. I am just hesitant to condone that you need to not make mistakes, because that's going to happen everywhere. What matters is being ready to pivot and address them to save costs, your business, and yes, in some fields, lives. Before we wrap up, if any of this resonates with you and you're ready to see how it can be integrated into your work life, you can book with me on my website. If you're not sure where to get started, the first 20 minutes are free, and that's the white button above me. And if you're ready to dive into coaching, click the purple one on the top. I'll put the links in the description of this video.